simple. But today we are gonna discuss about the negative and the interrogative are the active voice and the passive voice. As you know, we have the three categories of each tense: simple, negative, and the interrogative. Just to convert the simple translative sentence into English, we have to use different criteria to explore different method to deal with the negative and the interrogative. Same in this method, in this topic, active voice and the passive voice, we have also the simple, negative, and the interrogative. Three types of each tense, and we have to deal with these three types of tense in a different method, in a different way, with a different criteria of solving. So here's the next step of the active voice and the passive voice, in which we are going to discuss how to deal with the negative and the interrogative, how when the statement will be in the form of the negative and the interrogative, and our question is to change the negative and the interrogative statement into the passive voice. Then what will be the method of solving? What will be the criteria? How we will deal with these type of tenses, with these type of statements. So here's the complete topic with a detailed form. Point number 1 is that, as you know, there are three types of tenses. Each tenses has the three types. Has the three types, in which include affirmative, negative, and the interrogative. What is the meaning of the affirmative? Affirmative, which means the simple tense, which means the simple, because we are discussing and we are studying about the present indefinite tense. So here's the affirmative, which means we are just have done and we just deal with the affirmative present indefinite tense. Affirmative, which means simple. Negative, which means not, nothing, not. All these statements with these not, with the nothing, with the no is called the negative statement. Interrogative statement, in which the question will be arised, the questioning statement is called the interrogative statement. Here's the three types of each tenses, and it's same like when we use the any tense just to convert into the Urdu. Same in the active voice and the passive voice, we will find the three types of tenses, and we have to deal these three types of tenses with different criteria of solving, with different criteria of method. Here affirmative means simple, which means no concern about the negative, no concern about the interrogative. Negative, which means the statement with the not. Interrogative, which means the questioning statement. These are the three types of statements we have to deal, and we have to convert active into the passive. Okay, just let me start in first step by step. Point number 2 is that, like translative sentence in active to passive, different method. As you know, when you deal with just for example, you are doing the present definite tense, then you are, if you have the simple tense without the negative, without the interrogative, then you will use the another helping verb. But if you have the negative statement, then you will have to deal with the other criteria. But if you have the interrogative tense, interrogative statement in any tense, just for example, you are doing the present indefinite tense and you have the interrogative in the present indefinite tense, then you will use another helping verb, another method, another additional verbs just to complete your statement. Same method will be applied in this situation, in this topic, when we will deal the simple, the affirmative, interrogative, and the negative statement in the conversion of the simple active into the passive. Point number 3 is that in an affirmative, simple followed 5 steps. In the previous lecture, I also told about in a very detailed way how we can convert five steps, because in the negative and the interrogative these five steps also will be used, and the method, the structure will be same, but the helping verb will be changed, the method of solving also will be changed. Now the point number 3 is that I am going to repeat it. Just I read about and I already told about that we have the five steps. If you follow these five steps, then you can easily make your passive statement. Step number 1, recognition, identification. As you know, as if you remember that I told you in a very detailed form what is the meaning of the identification, what is the meaning of the recognition, because for any tense, the recognition and the identification is compulsory. Because the identification, because the recognition, you can't know about, you can't guess about the tense, the texture of the tense. So you can't know that how to deal, how to put the helping verb correctly. So identification is must, and the negative and the interrogative, the identification method, the recognition method will be same. Next step is just to swap. Swap, which means changing, replacement, not the changing. Changings of replacement, but not the actual changing, is that swap. Then I also give you a solid example. What is the meaning of the swap? So here's the second step, swap. Third step is the helping verb. Just to put the helping verb according to the tense. Keep it one thing, remember a one thing, and keep it in your mind that you have to put the helping verb according to the tense. Because if you are dealing with the present indefinite tense, then you have to put another helping verb. But if you are doing another tense and you are dealing with another tense, then that helping verb also automatically will be changed according to the tense. It's totally depend on the tense, and it's totally depend on your recognition and the identification, that how you can identify and how you can guess correctly the tense. Fourth step is the third form, and I also explained that third form is must, is compulsory. And if you have already the second form, if you have already the first form, if you already even you have already a third form, then the third form, to put the third form is compulsory, is must. Because without the third form, we can't say that our sentence is a passive sentence, because basically the structure, basics of the passive sentence depend on the third form. So third form is compulsory, and we have to put each tense in. Whether we are dealing with ing form of verbs, if we are dealing the second verb, whether tense is doing present continuous tense, present indefinite tense, past indefinite tense, the third form is must, and is a necessary to put the third form. Sometimes when in a spoken English, third form, fifth one point is a by preposition. In a spoken English, when we just make our statement in a passive form, like in our book, in our pages, in our textual line of the books, then where anywhere we have find the sentence that is a passive sentence without the by, then some students just misperceive that this sentence is not a passive sentence because nowhere is a by. So one thing that you should keep in your mind, that in a spoken English, by we can make our passive sentence without the use of the by, but when we make our sentence active to passive, then by is a necessary as a preposition, and by is a must, and it will be used before the object. So here's the 5 steps that I repeated, that we have also done in our previous lecture, and without these 5 steps we can't make our negative and interrogative, because in negative and interrogative the method will be same, but the little bit difference we have to deal. So here is the structure, texture, and the criteria, method of the simple affirmative it's just depend on your ability of intellectual. Here I have example. He writes a letter. First step just to identify and separate the subject, verb and the object. Here he writes a letter. Writes a letter, which means S is the helping verb for the present definite tense, and we can easily guess that this statement is related to the present indefinite tense. So we have to deal this statement according to the present definite tense. Here he writes a letter. First to identify, and after the recognition of the tense, just to separate there is a subject, verb and object. Here is the subject. He writes verb, letter, object. Then second step is just to swap. Swap, just the letter will take the position of the subject and he will take the position of the object, and we will use he, him, the possessive case of the he as an object. Then the next step is just to put the helping verb, because here is a singular person, only one person, and for only one person we have to use singular helping verb. And in the present definite tense, just to convey it into the passive voice, we have the helping verbs is and are. And will be used with I, are will be used with the plural, and the is will be used with the singular. The letter is, because the letter is a single, is we have to use is. The letter is now, this statement is not completed, then we have to put here four step third form. Here we have the form of the verb rise, but is the first form, and we have to put the third form. So third form is written. Then at the end we will use the preposition before the object. This one is the method to solve, to convert the active statement into a passive statement, but in a affirmative sentence. Because this statement without the not, without a questioning mark, is a very simple statement and is a very affirmative statement, and a method of to convert the affirmative into the passive one. So this is the criteria. Now the second category, because we have the three categories: simple, negative and the interrogative. Second category is the negative. Point number one, how to guess that. How to guess that this one is a negative statement, because if in any tense we have the statement with the not, then this statement is a negative statement and not a simple statement. When if you remember that when you deal with the simple present definite tense, then you have to use for the negative and the interrogative and the helping verb, and the simple for the simple and the helping verb. Same in the negative and the interrogative we have to use the same helping verbs. Is, am, are for the simple, for the negative and for the interrogative, but a little bit different. Here is the recognition and the identification is that if any tenses, any statement we have the word not, then this statement will be the negative statement, and we have to deal according to the criteria and method of the negative statement. Point number two, that if the present definite structure do and does, because the negative statement, negative tenses, present definite tense, we use helping verb do and does. But if any statement where is a do and does will be present, then we can say that this statement is a present indefinite statement, and we have to convert. And do and does is a sign that this statement is a negative statement, because do, does is the helping verb of the present indefinite tense, negative and the interrogative part. So here, if any tenses we have the present indefinite tense, if we have any statement with the do and does, then which means that this statement is a present indefinite tense negative statement, and we have to use the helping verb of the present indefinite tense while converting into the passive one. So here is the helping verb is, am, are for the available in any statement, then we can say that it's a negative statement. But in any tenses, we have do and does. As you know that do and does are the helping verb of the negative and interrogative present definite tense, and we can easily guess that for seeing that do and does are the helping verb of the negative, and we have to deal according to the negative criteria and method of solving. Here is the example, because here the example, he writes a letter without the not, without the do and does, and is a very affirmative example. Here he the same example but with the use of the does. He does not write a letter, because does we already use the es and we will not use the s in the write. He does not write a letter. Here's the example, he does not write a letter. How we can solve this statement, how we can convert this statement? First step is just to the recognition, first step is just to identification. Does, we can easily guess that does, which means that helping verb of the present definite tense. So here is the does is the, which means that this statement is a present indefinite tense, present indefinite tense. And while knowing that present definite tense, and we will use the helping verb is and are, because we are giving the present definite tense, that is am or will be used as a helping verb. So he does not write a letter. Second step is just to swap. He, subject, letter, object. Then just change the position. Right here the letter. Then him as the object. How many letters? Only one letter. So we will use singular helping verb for the singular verb is. Now does will be excluded, because we have to use the is, and the is will replace the does. So the letter is. So for the negative, we will add the not after the is. Not, here same criteria, third form, written. And add the and preposition before the object. This one is the example of the negative statement, and this one active statement, and this one is the passive of the affirmative statement. And passive, the method of to convert the into the passive. Firstly, just to swap, just to identify, then swap the letter as a object will be used as a subject, and the him will be performed as an object. Then is, am, are the helping verb of the present definite tense, and the is, because there only one letter, then is replace the does, and we will exclude the does, and we will not write in the passive one. So the letter is for the negative, not will be used after the helping verb, and at the end third form and the preposition to make and complete our statement. Here is the basic passive of the negative statement. The last one and the third one part of the present definite tense is the interrogative. Firstly, same question is that how we can guess that, how we can identify that this one is a interrogative statement, because if I already explained in a very detailed form that if we have the questioning statement at the question mark at the end of our statement, then we can say that this statement is an interrogative statement and not concerned with the negative statement and the affirmative statement. So point number is clear that the questioning statement are called the interrogative statement, and question mark at the end of any statement is the sign of that we are dealing with the interrogative statement, and the criteria and the method to convert into the passive little bit different from the affirmative and the negative. Same like when we will do the simple conversion of the present definite tense, and when we translate the do statement to English. So point number 2 is that two types. We have the two types of interrogative. We have the two types of questioning statement. What's the basics of the two types? Because we have the two types. Sometimes our questions start with the helping verb is, am, are, These are the two types of interrogative. Sometimes our question start is, am, are, do, does, has, have, and sometimes our question start why, where, who, wh family, because, which means that all those verbs that start with the wh are called the wh family. So, is, am, are. If I ask a question, are you ready for your test? Which means that I start my question with the are, and are is a helping verb. But if I another question, another one, when I ask, then who's knocking at the door? Then I start my question with the who. Then who is a wh family? These are the two types of interrogative statement. So, where for the method of solving, when the method of the conversion for the helping verb is am, are is different, and the wh, where, who are different. Point number 2, that helping verb. What is the helping verb for the interrogative? Helping verb will be same for the present indefinite tense, affirmative, negative, and the interrogative. And the helping verb is am, are. When helping verb come at the beginning, when we have the is, am, are, do, does, has, have, the shows that these words will show that we are dealing the questioning. We are dealing the questioning statement. Then we will use the method of the criteria will be different. Helping verb will become at the beginning, and when we are dealing is, am, are, then the helping verb will become at the beginning. Then because the helping verb will replace these words, and these words will be replaced with the helping verb is, am, are. But if we have the questioning with the wh family, then the wh family will become at the very beginning of any tense, any statement, and the helping verb will be used after the wh, where, who, when. Example: does she write a letter? At the end we have the question mark. Does is showing that, and the question mark is showing that we are doing the interrogative statement, because in interrogative statement does will be come at the very beginning, which means that the questioning statement is that does she write a letter, and how we can solve this statement. Firstly, helping verb is, am, are, how many letter? Only one letter, and same in the negative we have done that is will replace the does in the same in the interrogative is the helping verb will replace the do and does. So we will write here is for the does, and the does will be excluded, and does is she written a letter. Letter is, firstly the letter will take the position of the subject, is the letter here written by her. This one is the correct one. Is the letter, because we already use the is, then we will not use the same helping verb in the middle of any statement. So here at the end we will put question mark, is a very necessary. This one is the statement relate to the is, am, are helping verb. If we have the questioning start with the is, am, are, do, does, then we will use, and we have to replace with the helping verb is, am, are, because we are doing the present indefinite tense, and the helping verb will become at the very beginning of our sentence. But if we have this type of example, this type of statement, why does she write a letter? Here our statement starting with the wh family, and then we have the does for the interrogative. Then how we can deal this type of tense? So we will deal why as it is we will use, and the why will be come at the very beginning of sentence and before the helping verb. So why we will choose at the very beginning of sentence. Why does is replace the does, we will use the helping verb after the why. Why is the letter written by her. This one is the question mark at the end of the structure, which shows that we are doing the interrogative statement. This is the method of dealing the simple affirmative, negative, and the interrogative one. The helping verb will be same, is, am, are, but the little bit criteria will be changed. In the simple, we will use the helping verb in a convert our active statement to the passive statement if we have the negative and the interrogative sentences. So the topic is closed, and your assignment is just to separate the affirmative, negative and interrogative, and just to write the 10 example for each. Thank you.